Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hello, welcome. This is Essential Patience and I am Patience. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about splurge budgets and why you should budget to splurge on yourself. And on this channel, we typically discuss savings, a lot of savings for your emergency, retirement, a down payment on a house, upgrading your life. But splurging on yourself is a part of life. Like even in the tiniest bit, right? We need to discuss why this is really important, because oftentimes you may think, oh, I'm not spending a lot of money on myself. But if you don't budget for it, you could be spending more money on yourself than you even know. And there is nothing wrong with spending money on yourself. You just want to be intentional about it. You want to make sure that you're actually spending at the places or in the areas that matters most to you. And most importantly, you want to make sure that you're keeping track of it in your budget. And if that sounds good to you, be sure to stick around, because on this channel, we discuss society's impact on our lives and our finances and how we can take back that power to make and live a more intentional life and make better financial decisions that will lead to us having financial independence and financial freedom. So be sure to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and ring the notification bell so you do not miss out on any of my future videos. Okay, let's dive straight into this topic. So there's so many reasons why you should be budgeting for your splurge, and we're going to go through some of the reasons, and then we're going to talk about how you should be doing it. So one of the things is your mental and emotional health. When you're going through life, we all need an outlet of some sort, and that outlet can come in the forms of hobbies, things that you do, hanging out with people. It could be day-to-day self-care. The most important thing is that you're taking care of yourself, and this is really important not to be neglected, even when you are paying off debt and saving up for whatever big purchase or even for retirement. Allocating a portion of your budget, no matter how big or small, to splurge and treat yourself plays a very significant role in maintaining your mental and emotional health. The act of rewarding yourself, whether it's through a nice meal, a weekend getaway, or purchasing something you've had your eyes on, can provide a sense of accomplishments and satisfaction. It reinforces the notion that financial discipline and hard work pays off, not just in the terms of long-term security, but also in immediate enjoyment. And psychologically, having something to look forward to gives you a boost of motivation and can give you the energy that you need to continue your debt paying off journey or even your saving up journey. And when you know that you have budgeted for something special, it can make the effort of sticking to a budget or financial plan feel worthwhile. It can also prevent burning out and fostering a healthy relationship with budgeting and finances in general. Because your relationship with money is very important in the way you establish it. It shouldn't just be a scarcity mindset or think you're going to lose money all the time. It should also be about having a balance between what you spend, what you save, and what you overall think about money and how you think about it. Another reason why you should budget for splurge, avoid deprivation. And that is something that I've actually felt when I'm overly strict with myself on my budget. You just feel like you're depriving yourself over and over again, and that can be very demotivating. And you know what this can lead to? Cheat days. And not even plain cheat days like when you're in fitness. This is like impulse purchasing. This has actually happened to me where I've not spent for months and months upon time, which was great because I was paying off my car, saving for a specific thing. But then after, it's like, oh my goodness, I've not spent any money on myself. Like I need to purchase something, or you just go out and then all of a sudden you buy more than you actually even plan to, because you've deprived yourself so much of it. And now you're like, okay, I want this, I deserve this, I deserve this. And you do deserve it, but it's better when you plan for it and you're more intentional with it too. So by intentionally budgeting to splurge on yourself, you create a balanced approach that allows for enjoyment without guilt. And this makes sure that you're not falling into that pitfall of all in or nothing at all mentality, which is not healthy in any retrospect, but especially not with money. The result of that is when you impulse purchase something, which is not great, but when that time does come, which it probably will, you will feel very, very guilty, or you will feel guilty even when you try to budget something to splurge on yourself. You need to have that healthy relationship with money. And worst case scenario, if you feel that guilt, you might even abandon your plan altogether because you don't feel good. So it'll be like, okay, I messed up. I guess this is not going to work. And then you just give up. A balanced approach where splurging is planned and controlled helps helps maintain a sustainable financial lifestyle. It ensures that you're not depriving yourself to the point of frustration, which can lead to unhealthy financial decisions in the long term. But there's a reason why I say it's important to budget, because you need to splurge within reason as well as based on your current situation. So when you're budgeting, you still have to prioritize your goals. You have to ensure that your goals have been prioritized before you're even budgeting for the splurge. While splurging is an important aspect of a financially balanced life, it should at no point take precedence over your financial goals. Financial goals such as paying off debt, saving for an emergency fund, saving for your retirement, purchasing a house, those are major financial goals that you can reach and still be splurging on yourself. It just takes looking at your budget and carefully deciding the most important financial goals and how to meet those first, and then what is left, so you can have some money budgeted for yourself to splurge. And contrary to popular belief, most people, if they budgeted right, would not have like $1,000 per month of discretionary spending. It may be a few tens to maybe hundreds of dollars, but that adds up to a lot of money as well. Do not underestimate the power of a few $100s. Let's say it's like $500 a month. That may not seem like much on splurge, but that's a lot of money. At the end of the year, that's $6,000. If you're debt free, a good way of managing this could be the 50-30-20 rule, which says that you are putting 50% of your income towards your needs, 20% towards savings, and 30% towards wants. I personally think that 30% is a very significant portion of your income to be going towards wants. I would rather put 30% towards savings and 20% towards wants, but my personal budget, 20% for wants, is not even where I'm at. It's way less. My needs and then my savings definitely outweigh it by a lot, but I'm still able to budget something to meet my wants. And when you're budgeting for it, it's important to put a number to it, not just a percentage. I like to give myself a specific number, and it's typically the same number every single month of the year that I budget for. And this is because when you're spending, you want to make sure you're spending guilt-free. You know that this is the money I save my wants, and I'm spending this on my wants. This money is going towards anything that I want to splurge on. So you splurge guilt-free without risking your financial situation, your financial foundation, because you know that you've already met your other needs, you've already saved up, and this is the money that goes towards it. But setting a limit is very important. Don't just be impulse purchasing everything. Maybe you save $100 per month, but what you want to splurge on is $300. You can spend $50 a month and save $50 per month for 6 months, and then you'll be able to purchase that bigger splurge item that you want. But I will caution you not giving a specific number to it, because your brain probably will need a specific number to stick to, because if it's very ambiguous, it would adjust according to your actual feelings rather than the numbers that you should be looking at. Having clear boundaries also ensure that you stay on track with your long-term goals. It's easier to indulge in the moment when you know you've already factored into your budget that you won't interfere with your financial progress, whether that's paying off debt or saving for the future. And I've personally been putting a splurge category into my budget for about 3 to 4 years now, and that has been so helpful, because prior to that, I would always try to like stick to a strict budget and then be angry with myself when I failed. Something came along and I'm like, oh, I want this, and I didn't account for it. Where does it go in my budget? It didn't have a place. Now it does. So here are some tips to stay on track with your splurge. So number one is to plan your splurge. Give yourself a number. Give yourself, let's say, $100 per month for whatever you want. And this one does not fall into, say, hygiene, vacation. This is just whatever you want. Plan it, saying that this is the money that I want to spend on. And if there's something that you have in mind, you can write it for the year coming. But let's say that for the year 2025, you want to give yourself $100 per month to splurge on whatever. This is not even like a clothing budget or for makeup or anything. It's just to splurge on whatever that you want. If you have something in mind that does not fit anywhere else in your budget, you can write it down so that you would know that this is what I want in the future and this is what I'm planning towards. Whatever item that you have is more than $100 per month, you know how to also plan for it. The next thing you want to do is have a way of tracking that money. I personally have spreadsheets that I track all of that on, but using my Capital One 360 savings account, I also have a specific account just for my splurge money, so it doesn't mix with any other one of my money. If you want to know more about how I separate my money and make sure that they're not all in one pile, be sure to check out my video on analyzing the Capital One 360 savings account on my YouTube channel, where I talk in depth about it and how it's been so helpful to me, but I have an account just for splurge, and when it's time to take that money out of my paycheck, I take it from there and I put it into my splurge account, and that has been very, very helpful. The next thing you want to do is take advantage of the time that you have to budget to look at what you actually want and look for deals and discounts. Do not rush into buying whatever that you want. If something that can wait, have patience and wait for deals and sales, so you'll still be able to splurge on whatever that you want, but your money would go farther. So let's say you can wait for a particular sale or big sale, and you track the prices, and the price then drops by 50%. Well, now you have more to splurge on something else. Your money can go twice as much as it otherwise would have. Another way of splurging is giving. I know we don't always think about giving as a way of splurging. When we think about splurging, we always think about ourselves, and that's human nature. But you can also splurge by giving more than you otherwise would have. Beyond your tithes and your offering, you can splurge. Use your splurge budget to give an extra onto the Lord, onto homeless people, onto different shelters, any type of organizations that you want to support. This is very important. Hoarding material things and buying does not fill the hole within us. It's about experiences, and it's about also giving and being a part of a community, and part of that includes taking care of each other. So maybe if you give yourself $100 per month for splurge, once in a while you can donate $20 here, $50 here, and you will just see your heart feel so much bigger, because you know that you're doing your part in humanity and you're contributing to a better society. And my last tip is to always evaluate your priorities. Prioritizing finances is one of those things that will take you so much farther than anything else. Having that discipline to know what is important and stick to the numbers and stick to the budget and prioritize it and follow it to the end would give you way more in the future than it is now. Maybe now you're giving yourself $100 per month because you are paying off debt, saving for an emergency fund, you're saving for a house. But in the future, when you have that house, when you have no debt, when your income is truly all yours and your needs are so much smaller, you can give yourself $500, even $1,000 per month, sometimes even more. It's about the journey. So don't look at your situation now and think, oh, is this all I have to spend on myself? No. In the future, you will have more. And I can say the same for me. When I was paying off my car, I barely put anything towards my splurge. But now I can put more into my splurge because I don't have a car loan. Do not just look at your situation now, look into the future. One of my favorite verses, and I've said it on here like hundreds of times, is no discipline seems pleasant. In time, however, yields a harvest of righteousness by those who have been disciplined by it. So be disciplined by it. And to conclude, designating a portion of your budget to splurging and treating yourself is a crucial component of a balanced and fulfilling financial life. While it should not take priority over essential financial goals like paying off debt, building an emergency fund, and contributing to retirement, it plays an important role in maintaining mental and emotional well-being. By planning your splurges, setting limits, and ensuring that they align with your overall financial goals, you can enjoy the fruits of your labor without compromising your long-term financial goals and security. In the end, a well-rounded approach to money management allows for both financial success and a life well lived. So go out, budget for your splurge, and enjoy your life. With that, I'm bringing this video to an end. Thank you so much. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And leave in the comment section, do you budget for your splurge? And if so, how did that change your life? If not, are you going to give this a try? I really, really hope you do. And if this video added value to your life, be sure to like it, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell so you do not miss out on any of my future videos. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.